Welcome to Hey Mr. Chris, where we talk about news, vids, people drowning in and out of town. And I'm Chris Law, your host, and I'm with this guy still.
Shaler Stag.
And here we like to munch on some cheese.
I like cheese. I like cheese here. So, just gonna... smells good. This is gonna be a really good dish. If you guys know to try this at home. It's really good.
Today on Hey Mr. Chris, explosions. To the maximum proportion.
Lots of them.
Races. Williams Team Garage, shortly after Pastor Maldonado won the F1 race, just explodes. And
It was in the garage, wasn't it?
yes, sir, correct. They don't know exactly what was the cause. They know that the fuel, something with the fuel exploded in the garage. I don't know exactly. They don't know if it was like done purposefully, or if it was done on accident. What do you think?
I think it was an act of terrorism by the Al Qaeda. You know? No, I'm serious.
That 2-year-old?
Yeah. Sex change. That's weird. I'm going too far.
Maldana, I don't know how to say this guy's name, honestly. I think it's Maldonado.
Donatello.
I don't want to... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he was seeing there's a photo. Here's the photo of the explosion.
Right there.
Maldonado was seen... I'm butchering his name, I apologize. Someone took a photo of him carrying his 12-year-old cousin from the explosion. Here's that artist's depiction of what it looks like. Yeah. So they still haven't found out. This happened just over the weekend, and they still have no idea what exactly caused it, like if it was on purpose or not. I guess we'll have to wait the next couple days to see if they get any more information. It was blown up, so it's going to be hard to find some evidence there. But all in all, he won!
He's a winner. Unlike the 49 suckers down in Mexico who got their head chopped off. Really, really fun time down there in Mexico. Right out on the outskirts of San Juan. Some tribal family, some cartels going on down there. People just getting mutilated. It was a bloodbath, I believe. I think that was a direct quote from the story.
Correction. Scattered in a pool of blood.
Thank you, Chris. So, same thing
You're
really though. The bloodbath was right on the outskirts of San Juan. On a road that went to Texas, actually. Oh, there was a sign that said "Welcome." I don't know where. Maybe it was a welcome sign to San Juan. Welcome to San Juan. But on the sign, the cartel put 100% Zeta. So it's
Graffiti style.
Graffiti style. I heard gangs are most notorious for being really good at graffiti. Is that true?
I don't know, I'm quite good myself, and I'm not in a gang that I know of.
Well, you might have. Have you ever been in a gang?
At this place in time, while I disclose
Whoa.
this information.
Okay. So they put it on there, 100% Zeta, that's the name of the cartel. It's all part of this big rivalry between, a big scam between the Zetas and the Sinolas, something like that.
100% Zeta, man.
100% Sinola, mother.
Yeah.
Yeah! I got him. Stupid Zetas. I guess it was this big rivalry between the two cartels. That's really it for that story. Lots of dead bodies in Mexico.
Mangled, just.
Mangled. Heads.
We had to report the story. We were sorry for the people. If they were not involved in the drug cartels themselves and they happen to be families or whatever, exactly, we apologize. If they were families, it's sorry to hear about the family stuff.
That's what happens. It's life.
I got the stuff.
You got the stuff.
I got the stuff. I got the stuff.
Thanks for the stuff, man.
Yeah, get out of here. Now comes the part of the show where I like to tell a little story time that happened to me when I was just a young lad.
Little ditty.
So this happened a few years back. I might have been 14. I went to Disneyland with my Faja's father. And we go to Disneyland. There's a couple of the girls from my dad's soccer team. And we were having a fun time. We standing in lines, because that's what you do at Disneyland.
So it was you and your dad and a bunch of women.
A bunch of girls, yeah.
How old were the women?
The girls? Well, I was like 14, they were like 12.
Oh.
Pretty sure one of them was crushing on me.
I bet.
We go on to Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm sure you know. Jack Sparrow, Who's that? Who's that? Jack Sparrow. We go in the parts of the Caribbean, you know, it's a ride with the water, as you know, water. And we're in the boat and we're driving. I couldn't believe how close we were to the water. Like, it's like right up there. It's like right there. One of the girls on the soccer team, I think her name was Gaduga. She dropped something in the water. I don't know what it was. Something for her hair, something lady thing. I don't know. But she asked me if I would grab it, and I was like, sure, because I was tall back then, you know. Not as tall as I am now, but anyway, I reached for it.
Did you get shorter? Is that what you're saying? I was tall back then, but not as tall as I am.
Doesn't matter. I reached for it. I was like, I reached for it, as I said 8 times before, and I went for it.
Yeah.
I said, I reached all the way out, and I was trying to hold on the boat, and I just went out. I was like, slip, slop, just, and I went out, and I just splashed in the water. It wasn't the deepest water, but I was just like, because it was just grossy magosi shlakaluka.
Was it pretty nasty in there? Like, was there?
It was all
and,
greeny.
Well, I don't think they expect anyone to try and fall in. I think you're probably the only person that's ever fallen in.
I don't think so.
I tell you once about that time I fell at Space Mountain. Just got my head chopped off.
Yeah, it sounds vicious, like the story in Mexico.
Yeah, it was. It was just like that.
I'm outside the boat, and they're all like, the only boat that noticed that I was there was like maybe ours and the one in front of it. I never got in trouble during this whole situation. No one came up to me, but you might have heard somebody be like, "Get in the boat, sonny." So to end it all out, I got back in the boat and I was just covered in slip slop, just green. It's gross. Not literally.
You know what?
Gross.
You probably look like one of the monsters from Davy Jones' Locker.
I look like that Flying Dutchman from
Flying
SpongeBob show.
Is.
I got in the boat and I really didn't get in trouble. It was quite strange, actually. And that's the end of the story because I don't want to tell anymore because there really wasn't any more to tell.
You got back in the boat?
Yeah.
Didn't move?
No.
You were just sitting there?
No, I had to swim.
You swam?
For my life. It was like Jaws.
Did you?
It was pretty slick.
James Bond stuff right there.
That's been it for this episode of Hey Mr. Chris. I'd appreciate it if you comment about one of the stories of today. You know, slap that like button down there.
Always good.
Subscribe, you know, just to make me feel better. I'm like, ugh, every time somebody hits that button.
I actually seen him one time.
I wasn't even like near anything. I was just like, we're just hanging out. I was just like, ugh, and all of a sudden it happened. And I knew it because I got another subscriber later.
He has a weird sixth sense about those things.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's a terrible curse to have.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see. We have shows every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's subject to change, so it might. We'll see what happens.
Probably will.
Probably will. And I'll see you guys next time. Does that sound good? I'll see you Wednesday.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'll see you guys Wednesday too. I'll probably be here.
Hardy darty doo to Flandy.